Are you ready to write some music? Of course! Let's do another 10-minute writing session. This is an interesting point in our process where we've decided on a form and we've got a lot of things working for us, and we're trying to get everything to smoothen out a bit as we proceed through the form. So the first thing we got here today is we were working on modifying this section here last time. And what I want to do is take a listen to the whole piece just to refresh our ears on what's going on so far. And then I have a thought about what to do here, and I want to try it out. So let's see what happens. Start the timer after we play back. Let's listen to it first. Cool. So I want to stop there because I got an idea when I was listening back to this while uploading it, and I want to try it. So my idea is to have this melody that we develop here repeat. That's all. It's a simple idea, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4 measures. I think it'll go a long way to establishing this melody. So a melody, it's hard to identify a melody as a melody with no repetition. I mean, it still is a melody, but it won't really get stuck in your ear the way a melody normally does. If it only happens once ever, which is a useful tool. So I mean, sometimes you're gonna want that. You don't want every melody to get stuck in people's heads, because then the music starts to become maybe a little too catchy and maybe just catchy, and there's not enough re-listen value, maybe not enough new surprises. But let's see what happens here if I guess I can keep this tied. Let's see. So now I've duplicated that melody. Let's see what happens. Cool. All right. So, ba-da-da-na-na. This section I want to lead in to the next one. So, bum. So we're gonna hold this for 3 beats. And then, yeah, this is maybe gonna be maybe you could do like this. Land right on this chord. No, I take that back. Let's actually have it be the way it is now. Yes, I think that's all I needed to do, really. And then da. Well, let's see what this is like here. Okay. Okay. So having that D there made it so that when this D came back again, it was maybe well, you know what? I could have this D here and then tie it over. I just don't want to weaken this D by anticipating it with another D, but if it's a tie over, then it might actually work really well. And this could be maybe eighth notes. Actually, E to G up there, that's actually really hard to play. I'm just noticing this now, but that's kind of a problem. I think you can do it, but I don't want to just torture anyone that way. So I'm gonna move the E up to B and lead to the D here, like this. Da da da. Yeah. So I'm using a technique where you take the dominant chord and resolve to 1. So this chord here is a D minor chord, and I'm spelling out an A major chord, which will resolve because A is the dominant chord relative to D. It will resolve to D. For more on that, check out theory tutorials about the dominant 7th chord, or the 5/7 chord specifically. Maybe that's too many notes. Blah 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 blah. It's too extreme. Ba bum, ba bum. Just 2 quarters. Da dum. And this guy here will. Let's see what would happen if I went like this. And then get rid of this tie. Alright, now let's see where we're at. I started at 742. Cool. I'm going to have a decrescendo. That's the first time we've used that in this piece, where we're actually getting quieter. I think it's the first time. Alright, so decrescendo. Dum, 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 dum. So each of these is going to be a bit quieter. Each of these chords. Dum, dum, quiet. And especially this. I want the right hand, in this case, not to be mezzo forte, but rather to be, the left hand to be mezzo piano. Okay. And then everything goes back to forte here, which is good. I've got till 7:53. Let's take a listen. Cool. Alright, so things are interesting. Things are coming along. This might be distracting, having these as octaves at this point, because now we're really quiet. Dun, 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 dun. Cool. Alright, I think this is an improvement. Let's listen from a little earlier. Cool. Let's just take a look at what we've got here now. Yes, full screen. That's excellent. So we have this little run here. Just a little, I don't know. I'm not crazy about it. I think what needs to happen is some dynamics, like have this grow. So have the player get a bit quieter at the beginning of this attack and build into it. And then we'll see how that goes. So we'll have it start at like mezzo piano, and by this point here we'll be at forte. And then here mezzo piano is a little too quiet. Actually, I don't think this line is very effective here. I think it might be interesting to see what would happen if everything was just E. And we'll try to maybe enter the E world. Have E kind of feel like the tonal center for a while, because D has had a lot of time there, and it would be nice to change things up. Let's just see what happens with that. Okay. Alright. 32. Let's do it. Ooh, that's getting good. Alright. Bump, bump, boom, ba-dum, da-dum. And let's just stick that in there again right here. Here, we'll move this over so we don't lose it altogether, but we'll go right here. Bam. Interesting. What's gonna happen? I don't know. All right, so what? Something's weird. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. This is promise. There's promise here. I feel a little like more excited about this whole moment. So let's see what happens if we take this and get the banjo doubling it. Oops. I'm making all these mistakes in my excitement. Let's see what that's all like. Transpose up an octave. 1. Oh yeah, this is a violin, not a banjo. Silly boy. All right, so we've got not much time left. Let's see. Okay, and let's get that rising G from the beginning. The very beginning intro has this rising G. It was in the banjo before. We just had 16th notes on the G. I'll just show you real quick. Just right here at the very beginning. I'm going back to the very end of what we got. And I'm going to kind of tip my hat to that G again. And maybe actually we'll go to the intro. Oops. Give the intro a little look. In fact, it might be interesting to take this down this time and have this be quiet right here. Oh man, sometimes I just want to keep going because I got ideas. So, alright, I'm going to indulge just one more thing, which is to have G 8th notes. And set the dynamics to be quiet, but not super quiet, and also staccato. Okay, and violin. It's gonna go. I'm really cheating here. I'm way over time. So I just gotta get this idea out so I don't forget it. And to find out if it's bad. It's always possible. Ding, 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 ding. I'm gonna copy this in an imperfect way so that things float over the bar line. Okay. Okay. And then Whew, that's metal. All right. Okay. Oh, let's see what we got. Woo! That's gonna be sweet. I know what's gonna happen. But for now, I'll simulate it sort of just by copying. And let's take a listen to the whole thing. And yeah, not bad. Alright, so not bad. I'm gonna develop this section melodically more and have it be a cool play on the theme from the first A, where this theme plays around with that theme, or sorry, this section plays around with the theme from the first A, but brings it into the C major kind of world. This section here is going to function more like an interlude to that. We're going to bring back some of this goodness, da 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 ba da 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 da, and then it'll eventually lead us into this B, and then we know our form already is going to have an outro after that. So things are getting a little tighter, a little better. We're making progress each time for sure. I really I'm grateful that those who are following all this are following it. One of my greatest aspirations is to just write music all the time, and it's just great that I can do that and also share the process with people, and people are listening and commenting and caring and interacting with me. I'd really like to hear from people who don't like this, and people who do like this, and just like everyone, I really want some feedback about how, like, what you would like to see me do. I honestly have to go with my gut on things and just do what I'm passionate about, but I get a lot of ideas from reading what people think of all the videos I make, and getting some good negative feedback, constructive criticism. It's really helpful too. I'm not scared of it. Anyone who's got things to say that aren't positive, I welcome that too. And I always love the positive stuff, though. That stuff's great. But thank you everyone who's watching, and I hope that you have lots of great music in your future. Bye bye.